William C. Rogers back at you with another video, and I'm just out here on a beautiful day here in Port Arthur, Texas at Rose Hill Park, and I just felt the need to drop a video and speak a little bit. Um, Everything's going good, going smooth, everything's going fine, everything's going just great. I mean, I can't complain. I've been through so much in life. So many ups, so many downs, so many trials, so many tribulations, highs, lows, here and there. And it makes me think about how some people like to try to judge your life without having walked in your shoes. And if they had, and they feel like if they would have walked in your shoes, they would have did so many things differently. And I notice these people that are judging are 9 times out of 10 people who haven't experienced much things in life. They may have all kind of material goods and this and that, the latest high fashion jewelry and all these type of things, nice cars and all these type of things, but they haven't really experienced much in life. I'm not going to say they're the so-called silver spoon type of people, but close to it, in that caliber. And those are the ones I find to be the biggest judges of others. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And how do I know that they haven't experienced much? One, it reeks from their vocabulary. It reeks from every sentence they say. Two, some of these people I've actually met and have known for years and cut loose from them because I see that that type of energy isn't conducive. It doesn't resonate with me, someone who has experienced things. You know, anyone can look at you and make a judgment off of what they think is right. But the only one that can judge you really, no, I'm not going to go there, is you. You're the only one that can judge you. So how are you judging yourself? Now, I know you might hear some advice that says you shouldn't judge yourself, or if you do, you shouldn't judge yourself too harshly. Well, I'm more leaning towards that latter one, because let's face it, you're gonna judge yourself too. You're gonna judge yourself. But the thing that I notice with some people, really a lot of people actually, is they let other people's judgments outweigh their own judgments of themselves. And this is something we got to stop doing. Got to stop doing that. Those people don't know your path. They don't know your spiritual makeup. They don't know your soul matrix. They don't know your spirit. Unless they come around and come to know you. Then they'll start to learn your spirit. But even then, that changes and fluctuates. And your soul matrix, well, they'll probably never know that. These are things that people don't understand. You know, we like to think that we're so much different, but really we're all from one soul, a soul that's just been, let's say, a soul that split itself up into billions and billions and billions of mini souls, right? And so you're one of them. You're one of them. You're one of those that split from the big soul. You're the little soul from the big soul. That's why the basic instructions before leaving earth in the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6 says, "Ye are gods, children of the Most High," and it has God with the lower G. Now, some may take that with a grain of salt or think it means whatever, but I think it's really deep. We are all one in that sense, but because we've been individuated, we feel like we're different and have our own thing going on. So the point is, well, there's no sense in even trying to judge another person, another being, another human. There's no sense in trying, especially if you're all one. And even if you didn't subscribe to that philosophy or theology or whatever you may call it, let's say that you really believe everybody is just all different, okay? Well, still, you're wasting your time judging somebody else, because guess what? They're still on their path and you're on your path. You know, I think about an image that just came to me, the bottom of a tree. If you go right underneath the ground of a tree, you'll see all the roots and all the different little veins intertwining and collecting, spreading deep into the earth. That's kind of how I can see that big soul and little soul concept. Well, those threads, those vines, they all ended up going in their own direction, although they came from the same source, if you will. But can that one vine or that one piece of root judge the other piece? How can they judge each other when they all are going their own destination? I don't know if this is making sense to anybody. I hope it is. If it is, please hit the like and subscribe. I'm always talking about things. And, normally Marketing with William, this channel is a marketing channel. It's about trying to earn extra income, mostly via online methods. But if you don't have your mind right, if you're not looking at your own self in the right way, then how can you do any of that? A lot of our success determines how we judge ourselves. If you believe you can, that old thing. Well, there's a lot of truth to that. That isn't just woo-woo positive self-talk. What do you really believe about you? What do you really believe? Right? Right? Now, some people might go too far with that. Some people might take it to such extremes that they think they're better than everyone else, or at least better than most people. But is that true? Or are you just who you need to be, going where you need to go? That doesn't mean you're better or worse than the next. Just some things to think about. When we start learning to maintain balance in the Force, to use a Star Wars term. Yes, I am a bit geeky when it comes to stuff like that, but that's real stuff. That's real talk. Having a proper balance. When we have a proper balance, then we can make better decisions, and then we can see things in life start flowing better, more smoothly, and we see where things fit. When you start being more balanced, you start to see why this happened, why that happened. You start to see where that fit in, where that fit in, where that person fit in your life, where that person fit in your life, where that situation fit, why that happened, and why this happened. You start to see. Now, yeah, there's a such thing as making errors, but even then, that error and the consequences of that error is going to lead to something or somewhere, something that you needed to experience. Everything is indeed for a reason, and there are no coincidences. This is all real, and maintaining a proper balance will help you become a true boss. And that's what it's all about, becoming the boss of your own life. That leads me into a wonderful opportunity online that teaches different ways of generating an income. Some don't involve you showing your face. Some don't even involve you selling anything. And you can find this out at moderndayincome.com. There's a little area there you can take a sneak peek. But what's really cool is there's this quiz. It's the income quiz. And when you take this quiz, it's going to ask you a few questions, and then it'll let you know what's the best income generation method specifically for you. Once again, that's moderndayincome.com. Go and check it out and take a look, and you'll see what I'm saying, and perhaps you'll go ahead and see how wise it would be to invest in this course. And this course is a one-time fee. And for those who may need a little help, there are some payment options that could be available for you should you be eligible for them. Just go to mondayincome.com. You can take that quiz. You can take the sneak peek. See how the course and everything looks on the inside. Right now, there's 20 plus different income generation methods. Surely you're gonna fit one of them, and you're probably gonna find it to be just a little bit more fun than what you're currently doing to make an income. I know most of us can't stand that 9 to 5. We don't like clocking in to and being told what to do by some so-called boss who isn't you. You want to be the boss of you. At least I hope you do. Well, it all starts mentally and then following a good course of action. And this course that I'm telling you is going to give you with 20 plus different type of actions you can take to be the boss of your own life. Now, once again, it's moderndayincome.com. Just go there, go ahead and invest. Hit that button that says Get the Boss button. And you're going to want to make that one-time investment. There's no recurring charges. It's going to be like, think of it like an online college, or really more of a trade school that teaches many different skill sets, over 20 plus different skill sets, and growing. It's a loving community inside there. There's weekly live trainings included with the basic courses. There's also live trainings all the time. There's also energy trainings and different mindset trainings included inside of it too. It's a real awesome place. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll also some videos where I take a deep dive into this particular the curriculum of this school, if you will. You'll see I go deep. I show you how it looks. I show you some of the courses. I show you how the training is. It's an online virtual classroom type setting, and you're going to get some real good learnings out of it. Learnings that are going to show and prove to you how to be the boss of your own life. Not just in mind, not just in spirit, but in income too. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. And again, I encourage you to hit the like button and subscribe to Marketing with William. Peace and light. Everything's going to be all right.